Yo, Sachan. How's Namba?
He ran off to go see his brother. It's really cute how he wants to check on him.
Yeah. I couldn't be happier for the guy.
Same with me. I didn't think he'd make it, to tell you the truth. It's nice to hear some good news for once.
Yeah. Even if it means Nanba will probably be saying goodbye soon.
Makes sense. He only came here to look for his bro. Not like he's got much reason to hang with us anymore.
Yeah. I realize that.
In the meantime, we need to get this guy talking.
Let's get started then.
Ungag him. Don't you dare shout. Try anything funny, you'll catch hell. Try to run, you get hit. Don't answer a question, you get hit. That's how it has to be. Now, how did you fall in with the Yomi Alliance? I notice when you tell them to jump, they ask how high. Why is that? Hey, remember the rules for not answering a question?
Let's not resort to beating him just yet.
Huh? But if we go easy on him, he's just gonna...
As we speak, the Omi Alliance may well be looking for you. But it's gonna take them some time. How competent are they? Will they get here before we finish peeling off your fingernails?
Ask him what he thinks about forcing us to burn down our own home. Huh. Personally, I won't be stopping at just the fingernails.
You get it? We're serious. Now tell us how you're connected to the Yomi Alliance. Why are you the one holding their leash?
I'm not the one holding the leash.
I didn't really think you were. Who is then?
You know.
Ryo Aoki.
Yes. You all know him?
Who doesn't know the governor? The real question is, what's his real name? Oh, don't play dumb. We've done our homework.
What?
Masato Arakawa.
How do you know that name?
A long time ago, I knew him as the young master. He knew me as Ichi, back when the Arakawa family was still in the Tojo clan. So, Ryo Aoki really is Masato Arakawa, huh?
I met him almost 20 years ago, when we were studying abroad in America. He was majoring in political economics, and sharp as a tack.
Was he going by Ryo Aoki when you met?
Yes. I didn't learn his other name until later.
Was he in a wheelchair?
No, but I heard he used to be, which actually I don't understand. Was he, really?
Yeah.
Then he must have gotten treatment in the US. You can get anything there if you have enough money, even unapproved medical procedures.
So he had money?
He certainly lived a lavish lifestyle. I could tell he was wealthy right away. I figured it couldn't hurt to get to know the guy better.
Kiss ass.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I mean, sure, I knew he was rich, but I didn't know he was that rich. And it was shocking to learn about all his connections to the criminal underworld. I was just amazed at all the opportunities he'd grown up with. And yet...
What?
he wasn't satisfied with any of it. Not even a little bit. He wanted something completely different.
What was that?
Front-facing power.
Front-facing power?
That was his term for it. He used to say not everyone can be controlled by Yakuza threats or bribes. People like that can only be controlled with front-facing power. Power you could see. Basically, popularity.
Popularity?
What, you think that's something only a teenager would want?
Well, sure.
Then you don't understand democracy. Under that system, it's the only path to power. As long as you're well-liked by the majority, you can get away with anything.
I hate politics.
His money and criminal connections he called his rear-facing power. He said without the front-facing part, his power wasn't complete. So he decided...
To become governor of Tokyo.
Yes. He said the governor had the most front-facing power of anyone in the country.
Does he? Isn't the Prime Minister above him?
The Prime Minister is just a figurehead chosen internally by the Citizens' Liberal Party. So essentially, you only become Prime Minister by having a few friends on the inside. But to be governor of Tokyo, that takes real popularity. 10 million people have to like you. Every vote you get represents a tiny bit of the power you have.
But what about the power of money? The Prime Minister controls the national budget.
But Tokyo's budget alone is 14 trillion yen. That's more than some countries. So the governor has both an incredible amount of money and the support of the public. Who can compete with that? Ryo Aoki knew all of this. He wanted that governor's seat long before I met him. But I was happy to become a partner in his grand plan. Step one was founding Bleach Japan.
You think you're his partner, huh? You sure you're not his servant? Take it from me. The young master can really crack a whip. Was it his idea to form Bleach Japan, or was it yours?
It was his.
And getting rid of all the gray zones was him too?
Yes. Although when he first explained it, I thought it was pretty naive.
But you went with it anyway. Why?
Because I knew he could use the Arakawa family to recruit lots of people fast. It was an advantage no other political figure had. I knew that then, and I was right. Pretty soon, he was delivering results. For me, following him was a win-win situation.
The young master knows exactly how to use puppets like you. Guys who get all weak in the knees just for some cash and power. Come on. Can't expect me not to make fun of a suck-up like you. So what happened next?
Early on, people thought of Bleach Japan as a small advocacy group of nice young idealists. Our only goals were to eradicate corruption and make society fair and equal. We marched around the city shouting those demands over and over.
Really? Sounds like a waste of time and money.
I thought so too at first, but Aoki knew exactly what he was doing. He had his ear to the ground. He knew what society wanted.
What do you mean?
Eliminating corruption, creating a fair society, words like that have a lot of appeal. People thought it was naive, sure, but deep down it was exactly what they wanted. So people would praise us for our morality, if not our practicality. Crazy, huh? A bunch of youths who'd never worked hard, shouting for the world to do as they said. But all the attention made them feel accomplished.
I thought people only did that shit because it's trendy.
Exactly my point. We made it trendy, and that attracted people who wanted to seem hip. Those types are everywhere. You can hardly walk down the street without bumping into them. They came to us in droves. The organization grew bigger and bigger. We even paid a bunch of women to join so we'd be gender balanced, and that attracted more people. It was funny to see those girls bring in guys who claimed to be so passionate about the cause. Hell, that's how we got Kume, now that I think about it. It took some time, but eventually we had members all across the country. That gave us an unexpected bonus.
What bonus?
Turns out, when you attack gray zones, the corrupt local politicians start coming out of the woodwork. They just can't resist. They're too addicted to money and influence.
So a bunch of corruption was going on.
It was so easy to grease their palms, or even blackmail them. I mean, so often we would just stumble across info that would completely ruin them if it went public.
You call that a bonus?
It's a bonus when you can make politicians do whatever you want.
Makes you even worse than the politicians.
How many members does Bleach Japan have now?
If you count all permanent employees at every branch, we're 500 strong.
Wow, 500 tight asses.
But then there's the 100,000 people who join us for marches.
100,000?
Yep. And here you have their leader tied up and pissed off.
I'll keep that in mind.
May I ask you a question now, Kasuga-san?
Shoot.
Why are you here? Aren't you ex-Arakawa? You know, if you want back in the family, I could put a word in with the governor. Think about it. How do you benefit from helping the Ijin 3 anyway? Why not leave all this trouble behind you?
Yeah, trouble's a good word for it.
Right? So why not let me go now? It'd make both our lives easier.
Look, I don't want back in the family. But I'm no ally of the Ijin 3 either.
No?
I just want to get the guy who killed my boss. In fact, when all this started, I didn't know a damn thing about Mabuchi or your plan. Get the picture now, kiss ass? We're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing it because someone picked a fight. And we're just making sure justice is served. Unfortunately for you, you're the guy who picked the fight.
Hey, you're the one who asked the dumb question. Think before you open your mouth next time.
Ready to move on, Ogasawara-san? You and the young master got Bleach Japan off the ground. What came next?
After he got it working on a national scale, he started Phase 2. He sought out media attention constantly. Another brilliant move. Press flocked from all over to interview the charismatic young man behind Bleach Japan. He was front and center every day. He even went on some talk shows. It helped that he had a great smile he was willing to flash at every camera.
Seriously? What does it matter if you look good on TV or not?
It matters a lot, even more than what you say. When it comes to popularity, looks are everything.
Fine. Is this story anywhere close to the present day yet?
Yes, actually. In 2010, Aoki ran for the House of Councilors. When he announced his campaign, he said he was leaving Bleach Japan. But that was only true on paper.
Sure, we all know he still controlled it through you, his loyal dog. Come on, keep talking.
With the endorsement of the Citizens Liberal Party, he won that election in a landslide. And 2 years ago, he ran for governor.
Was that a landslide too?
I wouldn't call it that.
Why not?
It was more than a landslide. His popularity was off the charts. He had loads of funding. On top of all that, the Arakawa family dug up dirt on all his rivals. Truthfully, it was basically impossible for him to lose. The election was practically a formality. And afterwards, he just kept riding the wave. 6 months post-election, he exterminated the Tojo clan with the Kamurocho 3K plan. Of course, he only pulled that off because the Arakawa family was feeding him Tojo's secrets.
Did that happen around the same time as this?
Yes. And people loved him even more when they saw him wiping out the Yakuza.
He hardly wiped out the Yakuza. The Tojo just got replaced by the Omi Alliance.
That's true. Once the Tojo clan was gone, he opened the gates wide for the Omi. I imagine being made the acting captain of the Omi was a fitting reward.
Why didn't the people complain about the Omi coming in?
The Omi seizure of Kamurocho went down quietly. No mess, no fuss. Everyone just let the Omi slide peacefully onto the vacant throne.
Did they even notice what was going on?
I think they figured every town has its share of thugs, Tojo clan or not. As long as crime is low overall, they don't care if the thugs are Omi, or just lone actors.
So Aoki's plan worked perfectly.
Yeah. It was the rise of Arakawa, both father and son securing total power. The son is governor of Tokyo, and his daddy's the acting captain of Japan's largest gang. Pretty sweet deal, huh?
Wait, hold the phone.
What?
Maybe society didn't care about the Omi invasion, but I bet the police did. You really trying to convince me the TPD stayed quiet during this whole thing?
They did stay quiet, and trust me, they had their reasons.
Like what?
Well, in the absence of the Tojo clan, the power vacuum attracted all sorts of non-Yakuza gangs. They were two-bit thugs going on little crime sprees, trying to get while the getting was good. They had no connection to each other, no patterns, so the police didn't know what to do. Soon, the crime clearance rate in Kamurocho was taking a nosedive. But they knew if the Omi Alliance came in and took control, it would reduce the petty crimes. Plus, the governor would be able to liaise between the police and the Omi. It was a win-win. Ironic, isn't it? The cops wiped out the Yakuza only to find they needed more Yakuza.
They weren't finished cavorting with criminals after all that. The commissioner's still taking Arakawa bribes.
Huh?
So according to you, the middleman between the cops and the Arakawa family is Aoki. So there's another three-way stalemate in Kamurocho. Only instead of the Ijin 3, this one has the cops, the governor, and the Yakuza.
What the hell kind of point are you trying to make?
The Omi didn't just stroll into Kamurocho. They had to have paid off the police commissioner.
You don't know that for sure.
Don't play dumb. If the police did nothing while the Omi replaced the Tojo clan, it's because someone at the top ordered them to. And Horonouchi ain't the type of guy to give that order for no reason. There was something in it for him.
What proof do you have?
I'm asking you for the proof. You gotta have something. Well?
No, I don't. And I wouldn't know about it even if it does exist. After all, I'm just the governor's loyal dog, aren't I?
Yeah, son of a bitch is what you are.
Dachi-san, calm down. Now that the young master is governor of Tokyo, is he going after Ijincho? It seems like that's what he's doing.
Yes, but his target isn't Ijincho itself. It's Yutaka Ogikubo.
Ogikubo?
Yes, he's the only cabinet member who's not totally cowed by Aoki. The rest of the cabinet does whatever Aoki says because of how popular he is. But Yutaka Ogikubo, chair of the Citizens Liberal Party, is still holding out.
A politician who actually has a spine? Now that's a rare thing.
Agreed. And he's stubborn. Under normal circumstances, he'd be a lost cause. But Aoki has come to know some things about him. Like how he also has some sway in the criminal underworld.
Aoki has proof of that?
No, he just recognizes the signs. Like Aoki, Oki Kubo rose to power through shady connections. When you do that, there's a telltale smell that lingers. Aoki recognized what he was smelling, that's all. And if he gets Oki Kubo out of power, then he'll be truly unstoppable.
But it can't be easy for him to remove the guy.
It's not. Aoki wasn't even going to try unless he knew he'd be successful. But he knew he would be once he smelled that criminal element on Oki Kubo.
Then he knew they both shit in the same hole.
A crude way to put it, but what can I say?
So you were sent to the Ijincho branch of Bleach Japan to help make use of this dirt on Oki Kubo? And the first thing you did was buy off Mabuchi. Let me guess. You told him you had the Omi Alliance's support. He couldn't resist that kind of bait. You told him he'd get in good with them if he helped you.
Mabuchi's never liked the way Ijincho is divvied up among the Ijin Three. And with his high rank, he's the de facto leader of all the other members who also don't like it. Sounds like he was the perfect prey for you.
Prey what you sent out to kill our boss, and made it look like a suicide. That murder got the Ijin Three all riled up and suspicious of each other. Whose big-brained idea was that?
It was Mabuchi's. He knew it would bring down the Great Wall. Myself, I was never one for murder.
Oh yeah? Well, an innocent guy is still dead. If you didn't give the order, then someone above you did, right? Say it! It was your boss, Ryo Aoki, wasn't it?
Yes, it was him. I told him about Mabuchi's plan. I didn't think he'd go for it because it was so risky. In fact, I proposed a different plan of my own. But unfortunately, he saw nothing wrong with Mabuchi's plan. He was willing to accept high risk for high return, and he was eager to get the jump on Oki Kubo.
The young master saw nothing wrong with killing a man?
It would have just been another murder, except someone had to pry open the crack it made in the Great Wall.
You talking about me?
Yes, but don't take it personally. It was always going to come to this eventually. Mabuchi wasn't going to stop until he had an excuse to start a war with the Seiryu clan.
She's right. Our plan was to provide the excuse, and in the chaos, find something to connect Oki Kubo to Ijincho's criminals. Sure enough, we found a counterfeiting enterprise that's been supporting the Ijin Three for decades. Jackpot.
Yeah, don't take too much pride in that. You had a hell of a lucky break.
Yes, we did. We were lucky that you're bad at choosing friends, because it was Nanba who told us. He told us about the fake money and where the heart of the operation was. It was all due to him that we were able to mobilize such a large number of Omi. I would love to thank him. Where is he, by the way?
We ain't telling you. We're the ones asking questions.
Such a shame.
Songhui, what should we do now?
Our counterfeiting business is burned and gone. So Oki Kubo's already lost a major source of his power. That alone is a victory for Aoki. And as far as what will happen to Ijincho, the ball's in his court.
The Queen of the Komi Jewel is so calm in the face of impending doom.
Excuse me?
This city will meet the same fate as Kamurocho.
What are you on about?
Soon Ijincho will be under complete Omi control. No more Great Wall of muscle to stop it. Don't you see that?
Hey! Hey! It's the Yakuza! They're coming here! Shit! How'd they find us?
How many are there?
I saw 5 of them, but it looked like they were on their phones. Probably calling for backup.
You probably could have warned us a tad sooner.
He...
I've got a sharp nose for rats, especially when they're all in one nest.
Chief!
Sorry. I couldn't protect you.
No, Chief. We should be apologizing to you.
Hurry up and get me out of here, you guys!
We will. But you better let Captain Sawashiro know who rescued you. You got that?
Fine, just hurry up!
Captain Sawashiro.
All right, I'm pumped! Let's exterminate all the vermin!
You look weak. You're gonna get
Check this out! Don't get caught!
You're gonna be in a whirl.
I'm up!
I'm not that.
Let's go!
Here we go.
Take your best shot. Let's do this! What's this? Don't get caught! Let's go!
You're gonna be in a whirl.
Let's
Right.
I'm up! I got this!
Here we go. I'm ready now.
Too easy! Nice!
We showed them.
Unfortunately, I think they showed us.
Huh?
Why do you say that?
They took off with Ogasawara.
He's gone?
Yes. That was hardly our victory.
Whatever. I'd already asked him everything I wanted to. Sorry about the fighting, Chief.
Well, my people and I don't have much right to complain. Seeing as we're not supposed to be here anyway. However,
Yeah?
next time you kidnap someone, take them somewhere else.
Totally. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna kidnap someone again. Probably.
Kasuga, it's Hoshino, from the Seiryu clan.
The chairman?
He's never called this number before.
Then it can only be bad news.
Yeah.
I see. Not exactly. No, Komi Jewel's system is out of commission. For once, I only know as much about what's going on as you do.
I'm guessing the Seiryu clan's rank and file is probably real pissed off right now.
That's what Totsuka was saying.
When will we have it back up and running? Huh. Now there's a question. I won't be able to say until I survey the damage, but it definitely won't be anytime soon. Yes, that's fine.
What'd the chairman say?
The Seiryu clan quelled their infighting. Captain Takabe handled it.
Really? He made it out okay? Was there anything else?
Yes. Problem with the Yokohama Liumang. Hoshino hasn't been able to reach Zhao at all.
Huh? This whole time?
Yeah. For all he knows, Zhao could be dead. That's why he was asking us to use our surveillance system. He wanted us to check on Zhao.
Can any pieces of that system even be saved?
I doubt it.
Damn. And you know what else? The last time Zhao called us, he told us over the phone there was a coup d'etat happening in the Liumang.
I wish I could use my guys, but there's sort of a coup going on. Mabuchi's been whipping all the boys into a frenzy. They ain't happy the counterfeiting was kept secret. Ah, shit, I'm out of time for chit-chat.
Looks like we got another job ahead of us, Songhui-san.
And what makes you say us?
Really? After Zhao put your Komi jewel ahead of himself, even though he was in danger? He was the one who told us to help you instead of his own group. Now he's in even worse trouble, and you're just gonna leave him hanging?
A fair point.
Besides, if you want to resist a Nomi takeover, you can't afford to lose him. That's my take anyway.
Jeez, Kasuga, are you gonna head over to Zhao's right this second or something?
Surely not.
Damn right I am.
Well, just hold on a second, would you? Staging a rescue in the middle of a coup d'etat is insane.
Yeah, I understand. So, you coming or not?
Who said anything about me sitting out? I'm so close to cornering Horinouchi.
Look at us. We all started in different places, each of us on our own mission. But now they're all coming together.
Yeah, that's right. And that's because we had each other's backs. So what do you say, Songhui-san? You're practically part of the crew. Do you have our backs?
Kasuga.
Come on. Think what we could do if the Komi Jewel started taking this alliance seriously.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
Fucking A. Now, let's go and see if Zhao needs our help. Hey, you never know. He might be fine. Then we can just forget it.
Now there's an idea I like. Just forgetting it.
Namba.
I just got back from seeing my brother. Everything Songhui said about him was true. Plus, they set him free.
Nice! That's awesome, man! I'm real happy for you.
Thanks.
What's up? He's still got the long face and all.
There's just something I want to say.
Okay, shoot.
Ichiban, you need to understand something. Ijincho is gonna be what it's gonna be. Leave it alone.
What?
I mean, why do you even care what happens to the Ijin 3? Why are you doing all this for them? Why not just get out of this dump? Why should you keep sticking your neck out for them?
You're starting to sound like you care about me.
I just think you need to stop playing hero. That's why you end up getting used. Especially by guys like me.
Used? I don't see it that way. You did what you had to do to help your brother. I get that.
But doing what I had to for my brother, that led to bad things. It made me help the scumbags who killed Nonomiya.
But that was...
But nothing! I can't wash the blood off my hands. And they're not the only thing that's stained. It feels like my entire soul is tainted. Like I'm branded forever. All because of this goddamn town. Honestly, I'm just sick of this shithole!
Namba...
Nothing good is gonna come from staying here and helping these people. You'll eventually end up just like me. You don't want that, do you? Come on, Ichiban. Think of yourself for once. You did 18 years of hard time. Don't let other people's shit keep you a prisoner.
I'm not the only one stuck in the shit, man. This whole city is.
But
Ryu Aoki and Oki Kubo dragged everyone into their stupid power struggle. They started this whole mess. I'm just one guy caught in the middle of it. And keep in mind, I ain't just some random outsider. Me and Aoki, we basically have the same dad. Aoki would never put it this way, but we're brothers. And that's how I feel, at least. So I got some responsibility for him. I can't just walk away when he's causing all these problems.
you've already gone way beyond the call, man.
I could say the same about you. We aren't even brothers, but look how hard you're trying to save me right now. You're a true friend, man. Admit it.
Don't say that. I'm nobody's friend.
You know what I just realized? We're not even all that different.
Oh, please.
No, really. You, me, Adachi-san, Sachan. We all just want to know the truth. That's been the core of everything we do. Figuring out what's real in a world full of lies. What do you think of that? Am I talking out my ass?
I don't know, but I've heard enough. I'm leaving.
Fine. But I won't say goodbye. Because I think we'll be seeing each other again soon. Call on me and I'll come running, pal.
Take care of yourself.
Should we stop him?
He said his piece. I even see where he's coming from. Kinda.
Well, that's that. Let's fucking do this!
I'm ready.
Songhui, I apologize if I'm overstepping, but shouldn't you stay behind?
And why would I do that?
Our people in the Komijul are scared and confused right now, and I believe your leadership in person would be a great comfort. Please, they need you.
Sounds like you got a lot on your plate, Songhui. It's cool. I know we were just pressing you for help, but you got your people to take care of.
I do, but it doesn't mean I'm going to abandon you, Kasuga. Jungi Han will stay with you. That way we can keep in touch.
Seriously? Oh, that'd be great!
I am at your service, Ichiban Kasuga.
If Zhao hadn't sent you to us, we couldn't have fulfilled our duty to Okikubo. So we will do whatever's within our power to help you. Jungi Han is a very capable man.
Hell yeah, he is. Thanks.
Hey.
Well...
Hey.
Hey.
Ah.
Hey.
I'll show you how it's done.
Well, take your best shot.
You're gonna get stomped.
Take this for you. Be still, would you?
You're in for it now.
I'm not backing down.
Come on now. I'm a real heartbreaker.
Bring it on.
I'm up.
You're gonna be in a whirl.
Let's go. Don't get caught.
Here we go.
Eyes on me.
Try this on your
I got
side.
this.
Here, I Get stomped.
Watch me.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Alive. I got this.
Cool. You're
You're
in
gonna
for
get
it.
stomped.
Out of there.
All right, let's do it.
I'm not backing down. Right. I'm ready now.
Well.
You're gonna get stomped.
Feeling good. Get this shit over with.
Here we go.
I got this.
Watch me.
Don't get cocky. Cool.
A world of hurt.
Bring it on.
Let's go. Well.
Right.
Take your best shot. Yeah. Check this out. I'll take your heart. I'm up.
I'm not
We're in
backing
it
down.
now. Going in. Go, 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 go.
Watch me.
I don't know about this. Try this on your side.
Don't fuck with me. Cool. Come on now. Let's get this party started.
I'm not backing down.
Bring it on.
Let's go. Well.
This ought to help. We'll fight to the end.
Alive.
You're in for it now.
This out. Let the ouchies go away. I'm ready
Don't
now.
get cocky.
This ought to help.
This. I'm up. Well. Let's go. Nice.
Yes!
Excellent.
Yo.
Watch me.
You're in it now.
You're gonna get stung. Here we go. I'm ready now. You gotta help.
Let's go.
Right. I'm ready now.
Watch me.
I'm not backing down.
I'm up. The enemy is defeated. Let's go.
Here we go. Gotta help.
Watch me.
I'm up.
Well,
Cool.
I'm not backing down.
Let's go. Ready? Get a load of this. Come on!
Watch me.
The enemy is defeated!
Yo.
Yeah. Dustin, man, show me what you got. Well, get a line now.
Down.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
He got help. Right. Ready now.
Take care of that.
Watch me.
I'm up.
You're gonna get stomped.
You're in for it now.
Here we go.
Don't get caught.
He got help.
Much better. Well. I got
Let's go.
You're in for it now.
Right. Ready now.
Watch me.
Shot.
Come on.
He got help.
Cool. Much better.
I'm up.
Bring it on.
Well.
Good luck next
Too
time.
easy, I'm afraid. I'll take it.
Got it. Should I open it? Sweet!
Well. Ah.
You're gonna be sorry. Yeah. Don't get cocky.
Watch me.
I'm not bad.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're in for it now.
Here we go. I'm ready now. You're gonna be able to... I'm not backing down.
Eyes on me.
Take your best shot.
It's all yours.
Gotta do something about this. Alive.
Try this on the side. Give it your all, everyone.
Don't get
I'm
cocky.
ready now.
Thank you. Watch me. Good times.
Oh, look at all the food here. It'd be a waste just to leave it.
Read my mind there. Hey, maybe we could take some to go.
Hey, people, did you forget we're on a mission here?
Should I open it? Got it! Should I open it? Sweet! What?
Ah.
Do your worse.
Well, alive.
I'm not
Take
backing
this.
down.
A gift for you. Cool. Brace yourself. Come on, let's go. You're done now. I'm up. It's go time. Ready? Hello to this.
Right.
You're in for it now.
Come on. Take your
Watch
best
me.
shot.
Are you quick enough?
Get alive. Come on now. I'll take your heart. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Watching tigers while you eat? I will never understand rich people.
Hey, I can get behind it. Tigers are just like house cats, but bigger.
Oh, sure. It's so cute when they're about to maul you.
Yeah, I'm with her on this one, Adachi-san. I don't want to end up as a tiger snack.
Here we go. Try this on your side.
You want to go? Cool. Check this out. Get a real heartbreaker.
Let's see.
I'm up. Going in.
You're in.
You're just getting stomped. Right.
Eyes on me.
Take your
This
best shot.
This is my
Watch me.
Let's go. Take this. You're in it now. This sucks. Get alive. Come on now. Someone order champagne. Let's go.
You're gonna get
Let's
stomped.
go. Take it.
Let's see. Try this on your side.
Check this out. Congratulations.
Bring it.
I'm
Going
not
in.
backing down.
Take this.
Prepare to suffer.
Alive. This
You're in
sucks.
for it now.
Let's see. Right. Get this out!
Don't break
Let's do this together! This ought to help.
Appreciate it.
Huh?
Let's go.
My turn.
Much better.
Here we go. I'm ready now.
This could be better.
You're gonna be in a whirlwind.
This sucks.
My turn.
Here's one.
You're gonna get stomped. Right. This ought to help.
Gotta hold it together. Much better.
This could be better.
Come on. Gotta do something about this.
Bring it.
I got this.
Here we go. I'm ready now.
This sucks.
Let's see.
Next time.
I feel the stats going up. Look at me go.
Excellent.
Should I open it? Got it. Should I open it? Sweet!
Finally, we're at the top. You think Mabuchi and the others are waiting for us?
Most likely.
Should I open it? Got it!
Listen. Listen.
Okay. Yo, Mabuchi.
I've been waiting for you, Kasuga. I don't think I'll be satisfied until I choke the life out of you personally.
Funny, because I heard you put a bounty on my head. That means you're happy to let someone else do it. Where's Zhao?
Somewhere in this building. For now.
And what about later?
Later, he'll be in transit. To the afterlife.
What the hell?
You want a hand with this twerp, Mabuchi-han?
I'm good, Ishioda-san. I'm about to make sure nobody thinks little of us ever again. I'll prove that I deserve to swear up as a full partner with the Omi Alliance.
Those men next to Lao Ma are skilled fighters. Assassins, really. You might say they're the secret weapons of the Yokohama Liumang.
Damn.
And up there are more Omi Alliance men. Our chances of winning a fight are very low, actually.
Yeah, I get it. We're up shit creek without a paddle. But I don't care. The fact is, if we run, Zhao dies. That's all that matters.
No need to bristle, Kasuga.
So you're Ichiban Kasuga?
Who are you? Some fan of mine?
No. I'm a man who's never forgotten how Masumi Arakawa stole my rightful seat.
What?
You know this scruffy-haired punk, Tendo? I only know him as the guy the captain shot. Alive and kicking somehow.
I think he might be a naughty little secret of the captain's.
Kasuga, this charmer here is Tendo, last of the lieutenants.
Wait, the former boxer? No wonder he's a damn giant.
You two can relax over there for a bit. I think we'll have ourselves a little sideshow. Tendo seems interested in who you are, so I'll leave you alive just long enough to talk. Later, I'll really take my sweet time toying with you. Well, have anything to say?
You're really hamming it up in here.
I think that means hurry up and kill me. Yeah! I'll slice you to ribbons!
Watch me.
You're in it now! Let's go!
I'm not backing down.
Eyes on me.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
I got this.
Right.
Bring it on.
Take your best shot!
Well, I got this.
Cool! I'm up!
I'm not backing down. Here we go.
Eyes on me.
I'm ready now.
Alive!
Watch me.
Take your best shot! Let's go!
Well. Oh yeah.
Take this!
Sweet dreams.
Nice try!
You're in it now.
Right. Right, it's on your side.
Come on.
Take your best shot!
Come on now. I'll take your heart.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
I'm up!
Let's go.
shit!
Don't get cocky.
Watch me.
Let's go. You're not scared of my spear, are you?
You wanna go?
Here we go. Check this
You're
out.
in it now.
Take this back shot.
Check this out. I'm a real heartbreaker.
I'm not that old.
Right. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's go time.
Let's do this.
Well,
Come on now. I'll take your heart.
Right. Try this on the side.
Come up. Let's go.
Let's see.
Let's go.
My turn.
You're in it now. Yeah. Check this out. I'm a real heartbreaker.
Let's go. Going in.
Let's go.
This could be better. Care for a magic trick? You're in for it.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Check this out.
Eyes on me.
Cool. You wanna go?
Come on now. I'll take your heart.
Don't get cocky. Take this. I'm up. Let's go. Come on.
Do something.
You're in it
Try
now.
this on the side. Let the ouchies go away.
Thank you.
Yeah. Check this out. I'm a real heartbreaker.
My turn.
Take your best shot. Let's go. Going in. Where do you want to be?
This could be better. Too easy, I'm afraid.
Nice. Nice.
I'll take it.
That takes care of the sideshow. But there's still plenty of freaks to fight.
Maybe you hadn't heard, but I'm a heavyweight boxing champ. I don't think you'd even make weight for the fight. I wouldn't shame the Omi by taking you on. I'll be sure to keep an eye on you, though. Been a long time since I've been able to put my fist to good use.
regret letting us live. You can count on that.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you save it for the ring?
Fucking Tendo. When that guy sits down for a meal, he always saves the best tasting shit for last. I think that's fucking stupid. All that does is give someone else the chance to eat it first.
Feeling warmed up yet, everyone? Guys?
Oh, shut up. I need to save my energy for this shit, so don't make me answer stupid questions.
Hey, Hotshot. If you've got anything up your sleeve, now's the time.
Yeah. That's you, right? Make some magic!
No need for that. You haven't played your last card yet. In fact, here he comes now.
You're back.
Funny thing, I wasn't expecting to come back. Trust me on that. I thought I was done getting dragged into your messes. But for some reason, I couldn't stop worrying about you guys.
Namba.
So I'm here. From now on, your fight is mine too.
Namba. Namba!
Nanchan!
Coming here and acting all cool, you jerk.
Where the heck have you been, man? Come on!
Nobody's killed you yet? What, you got nobody left to stab in the back?
Leave it to a Yakuza to hit below the belt. I know I fucked up. But I'm done with backstabbing. From now on, I'm with them. I owe you guys an apology. Let me make it up to you.
Fine. Let's do this.
Look, you've been hitting the gym number. Looks like you beefed up a bit while you were away.
It does?
Yeah, I noticed too. Seems like whenever someone comes back to a party, they're stronger than when they left.
So that's normal? Well, I did want to impress you guys if I came back, so I practiced a new move.
You're kidding!
Watch me.
Cool.
Let's go.
Get serious.
You're in for it now.
Yeah. You're
Let's do it. Huh?
Take this.
Prepare to suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Check this out.
You're in
Take your heart. Hot. Right back at you.
Okay.
Eyes on me. Watch this. Let's go.
Watch me.
Right back at you. Well, come on. Right back at you.
I'm back in my prime. I'm up.
Yeah. Let's do this. You gotta do better.
Watch me.
Right back at you. Please. There we go. Cool.
Take your best shot.
Come on now. I'm a real heartbreaker. Sweet. Hot. Alive. Right back at you. Well. You wanna fight? Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're in for it
Back in the game. Yeah. Have fun with this.
Take your best shot.
Come on. Hot. Right back at you.
You wanna go?
Yeah. Check this out. I'll take your heart. Hot. Get serious.
Don't get caught.
Right back at you.
now. Watch me.
Take this. It ends here.
Best shot.
Right back at you.
I'm up.
Yeah.
Going in.
Cool. Come on now. I'm a real heartbreaker. Hot. Right back at you.
Oh yeah?
Well, get serious. Be still. Right back at you.
We're in it now.
Okay. Watch this. Hot.
You wanna go?
Let's go. Right back at you.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Let's go.
Watch me.
Take this.
Take your best shot.
Clear the way.
I feel the stats going up.
Look at me go.
Moving up in the world.
Excellent.
What?
You saved my ass again. How many times does that make now?
Let's stop keeping track.
I have to. But hey, what's your plan now?
Huh?
I mean, as long as you're here, you wanna help me out a little bit longer? I need all the help I can get right now, man. But what I really need are friends like you at my side.
Hey, man.
Huh?
After everything I did to you guys, as selfish as I was, you'd still call me your friend?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
You know, you're crazy.
Really? Who's the one who came back, huh?
For real. I mean it. You guys have a screw loose.
Come on. Is it so hard to admit you like us?
Shut up.
I'm sure all of us here are a little crazy. But that's the best part of being friends. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Shake on it, Nan-chan.
Call that a shake? Come on. Show some love.
Listen.
Yes.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Nah.
Yo.
Hey.
Kasuga-kun, follow me.
So, who's the guy you wanted me to meet?
An old friend of yours. He prefers to meet with you alone, if that's possible.
I don't get it. Did he rescue you?
More or less. Thing is, he's with the Omi Alliance.
What's his name?
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me.
Guess I'll have to ask him myself.
Pretty much.
It's been a while, Aniki.
Mitsu. Holy shit! Mitsu! You're okay!
I don't know if okay is the right word. But I seem to be doing better than you, at least.
What's going on, man? I never caught up with you after I got out of prison.
Have you seen Arakawa-san recently?
Nah, us peons hardly ever see him these days.
So I've heard.
Not happy about that myself. Even though we're Omi Alliance now, inside, I'm still Arakawa.
Ah, so you're Omi too.
Yeah. I had to rescue Zhao in secret. If they find out, I'll be executed.
Doesn't that mean you shouldn't be talking to me?
It does. But I had to say one thing to you. I can't say much else, but you need to know.
What?
Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens,
You'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'll be in touch.
So what's going to happen to the Yokohama Liumang?
Damn, going straight for the jugular, huh? Well, obviously, Mabuchi's ruined everything. The Great Wall is full of holes now. If the Omi decide to invade, it'll crumble.
Is there any hope?
I don't know. But if we don't patch up the wall, it's all over. And with me like this.
Man, it hurts just looking at that.
Hurts having it. That's why I'm thinking of stepping down.
Huh?
It doesn't matter so much who the boss of the Liumang is. In the end, the only thing that really matters is whether my men have a place to call home. You get it?
Yeah. I know the Liumang origin story.
Ah. Then you know why we formed in the first place. I don't know if I can keep us going anymore. I was never that great at it. Not like my father.
But who's the next leader gonna be if you step down?
I have someone in mind. Someone who's tough, bold. Friend of yours, actually.
What? Who?
Song Hui-san.
Song Hui? You'd give the Liumang to the Komi Jewel?
Yeah, I know. Up to now, the two factions have been like oil and water. But the world's changing. Walls are crumbling. If we don't start banding together, none of us will survive. Not everyone will accept the merger, of course. I'm sure we'll lose members. But that hasn't changed the overall situation for the Eugene 3. It's join or die.
Yeah. I think I see what you're saying.
Do you?
You figure Song Hui will keep the Liumang from going extinct. Meanwhile, the Komi Jewel will get a new home. So both your people and her people will be better off. Everyone's a big, happy family.
Well, you don't have to put it like that exactly. Soft sweetheart terms and shit.
Yeah, I do. You're a good guy with a big ol' heart. I kinda figured.
Do we really have to do this? I can't be that annoyed with you. The Eugene 3 do owe you a lot. The Seiryu clan's probably singing anthems about you.
Yeah, speaking of, I think I'll visit the chairman and see how grateful he really is.
Sounds like you plan on making a big request.
But I have some idea of how this fake bill ended up in your pocket.
There's just something I want to ask him. I think he'll be willing to talk about more secret shit now, don't you think?
He should. We all owe you big time. You sure don't hesitate to cash in on favors. Well, give my regards to him when you see him.
You may enter.
Thank you, Chairman Hoshino. Captain Takabe said it would be okay for us to talk?
I heard. And I believe I already know why you've come. You've done us a great service. I would not still be leader of this clan if it weren't for you.
Does that mean the Seiryu clan's gonna pull through?
I can't say for sure yet. About 20 to 30% of our men defected to the Omi. And the ones who stayed are grumbling behind my back. And it's hard to blame them. They just found out the Ijincho standoff was all a sham.
Zhao told me he's giving up his position as the leader of the Liumang. Songhui is going to lead them.
Yes, I know.
You just know everything, huh?
Not everything. But I'll tell you what I do know. Eventually, the Seiryu clan will succumb to the Omi Alliance.
What?
For people who had nowhere to live outside the gray zones, the Great Wall of Muscle was their only protection. Now it's crumbling. That's a matter of life or death for them. Already rumors are flying into Jincho's political circles. Rumors that Ogikubo's lost his touch. I'm sure Aoki got those whispers going. He never lets a good crisis go to waste.
Oh, really?
Aoki knows it would destroy the party if it ever revealed their chair, Ogikubo, forged money for years. Now, Aoki can easily blackmail Ogikubo and force him to step down. Aoki will become the new party chair.
I don't get it. Why does he want to take Ogikubo's place so bad?
The party chair manages elections, so in that role, Aoki could nominate anyone he wants. He'll control the ruling party. Therefore, he'll control the nation.
The whole country will be under his thumb?
Yes. Especially if I'm right about his next move. I think he's gonna try to dissolve Parliament.
Dissolve Parliament? At a time like this? That's insane!
Prime Minister, I understand how you must feel, being unable to rely on Ogikubo-sensei. But honestly, I have the power to support you better than he ever could. If an election were held today, I could guarantee you 2/3 of the seats, minimum.
Do you have a solid plan for doing that?
Yes. I'll send Bleach Japan to the districts where the citizens' Liberal Party is weakest. Bleach Japan can influence votes anywhere. They're incredibly popular. Plus, they have my endorsement. A victory for the party would, of course, move your personal political goals forward.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think you have the power to maintain the party's stability right now? We don't want it breaking up for lack of support from Ogikubo-sensei.
You can talk that way to the house, but not to me.
Appoint me to party chair and hold an election. If you don't, I'll be forced to make public the nature of Ogikubo-sensei's crimes. That would mean the end of not only your administration, but the party itself.
But there's no precedent for someone serving as both governor and party chair. Besides, you're much too young.
If age is what you want, start digging for some old fossil who can stop me. That is, if you think you can find one. Anyone in particular come to mind?
Aoki's scheme to destroy the Great Wall worked. Now he's got Mabuchi and the Omi at his command. So much power, vested in just one man. And it had to be Masato Arakawa. Kasuga, I know you never intended to be at the center of all this. It was pure coincidence that you were there when the soap landowner died. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep. Lucky me.
But one thing I don't believe is a coincidence, is that you ended up in Ijincho.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you still have that fake bill?
Yeah. Didn't you say you knew how it ended up on me?
Yes. Only one person in the world could have put that bill in your pocket.
Who? Who is it?
Masumi Arakawa himself.
Arakawa-san? No, he's the one who shot me.
Yes, I'm aware he shot you. But did you ever consider that maybe he did that so you would end up here?
What?
That fake bill was his letter of introduction between you and me. It was to let me know that you were one of Masumi Arakawa's men.
Kind of a weird way to introduce us, don't you think?
I think what it means is Arakawa's goals do not align with those of Ryo Aoki.
Well, then, what are Arakawa's goals?
I really can't say. But I do know that he means business. He wouldn't have used that bill if he didn't.
Chairman, how exactly do you know Arakawa-san?
Well, that's a long story. And there's a much better place than here to tell it. Heian Tower.
Heian Tower?
Yes. That's where my fate intertwined with Arakawa's. He sure seems to be partial to Peking duck.
Yeah.
Let's have it for lunch tomorrow. My treat. I'll make the reservation.
Listen.
Okay. Hmm? Huh. Yo.
Hey.
Chief.
Hmm?
My friend's got some questions about the day I was dumped in this town.
Yeah. I want to know why you didn't just abandon Ichiban, or dump him at a hospital. If you don't mind telling us, I'm sure we'd all appreciate it.
I see. Fine. tell you. It's as good a time as any.
What?
There's an old tradition in this homeless camp. A responsibility passed down through the chiefs for many years.
What responsibility?
On occasion, when we're asked, we dispose of bodies.
What?
Bodies?
Yeah. There's a Yakuza family from Kamurocho who pays us to do it. They're called Arakawa.
Arakawa? Seriously? They, was this going on while they were still Tojo?
I don't know every detail, but yes. The arrangement existed at that time. It existed before I started living here. We've dealt with all kinds of bodies, whether they've been shot, stabbed, beaten. No matter how nasty. We dug holes and buried them under garbage. Who knows how many are there now? Back during the bubble, we got one every month. Or so I was told. Since I became chief, there's only been 3.
Damn. Arakawa the assassin.
But there's one more secret rule. It applies to anyone the Arakawa bring here alive.
A secret within the secret. Great.
What happens if they bring someone alive?
We're supposed to give the person medical aid, then let them go free, while pretending they're dead.
What's up with that?
In the criminal underworld, there's always people wanting to fake their own death. Gamblers, guys on the run, anyone who's afraid someone will hurt them. They send people like that here, and we honor the secret agreement. I think it might actually be a service the Arakawa family provides, but obviously they don't advertise it. So it ended up being a very rare event.
Is that agreement why you saved me? This live body rule?
You got it.
What sort of guy dropped me off here?
I mean, probably just someone from the family. I had no reason to check or anything. The guy lugged you out of the trunk of a car. You were covered in blood. He paid me and left. Didn't say a single thing the whole time.
I'm sorry, Ichi. You have to die. I'm counting on you, Ichi.
Huh? What the? After Arakawa-san shot me, I think he said something. I think it was, I'm counting on you, Ichi.
What would that even mean?
No clue. But the more I think about it, the more I'm sure he said that.
Look, Ichiban.
What?
I don't want to dash your hopes or anything. When you were dumped here, you were on death's doorstep. You're only alive because everything I did went exactly the way we needed it to. But it could have easily gone a different way. I know you want to trust Arakawa, but...
I think Arakawa-san had to shoot me. All the other Yakuza at that meeting were watching him.
Huh?
Never mind. You don't get it. Forget I said anything.
I went ahead and got started.
You sure you don't mind treating me?
What? Are you actually able to pay?
Wish I could, but I don't think they'd take this.
You don't sound like you're gonna relax during this meal.
Depends on what you say. Hopefully I'll relax enough to enjoy the duck. So, how do you know Arakawa-san? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
It wasn't long after the war the counterfeit bills started being produced in Ijincho. It was top secret. Only the heads of the Seiryu clan and the Liumang, plus some officers, knew about it. Outside of that inner circle, they also had to hire people to smuggle the bills.
Smugglers?
And one of them was a traveling actor. His name was Toshio Arakawa. He was Masumi Arakawa's father.
What?
One day, he came to us saying he lost an entire suitcase filled with 100 mil in fake yen. No excuse in the world could have saved him. A mistake that grave required the Seiryu clan to make an example out of him for the other smugglers. But remember, only a few people at the top even knew about the counterfeiting. It wasn't a task they could hand to just anybody. So I, being next in line to inherit the clan, was entrusted to carry it out.
So did you actually...
Yes. I killed Toshio Arakawa, father of Masumi Arakawa, in this very place, 40 years ago. But I had no idea who was in the room with my target. By the time I learned it was his 14-year-old son, it was too late. I had to go through with the hit, knowing this boy would see his father die. To make my guilt even worse, later I found out why Toshio lost the fake bills. His wife and her lover had stolen them. And those two fell into the ocean and disappeared. Their corpses were never even found.
So Arakawa-san lost both his parents, one after the other.
And his only other friends, the theater troupe, disbanded soon after without their leader. Masumi Arakawa became a drifter, along with a few other actors. They couldn't trust anyone, so what other path was there for them, except becoming Yakuza in Kamurocho? Arakawa joined a low-ranking family in the Tojo clan called the Hikawa family. Life wasn't easy for him there. They were the kind of family that took hits without thinking twice.
Really?
Yes. So they were always in need of ways to dispose of a body. Masumi Arakawa was tapped to help with that, and he was extremely cautious. To do it, he started coming all the way to the homeless camp in Ijincho.
Really? Even though the family was based in Tokyo? Why?
Well, truthfully, he wanted an excuse to come to Yokohama, because it would afford him opportunities to hunt his father's killer.
I see. So Arakawa-san was using the homeless camp to dispose of bodies all the way back then.
Indeed. As for his hunt, he researched Yakuza and criminals every time he was here. All he started with was a single clue. His own childhood memory of the suspicious waiter he saw here that night. Eventually, 7 years after the murder, I received an invitation to come here. He signed his invitation Masumi Arakawa. It was a bold declaration, and I knew immediately the running would be futile. So I came here, alone. I didn't even bring a bodyguard.
Why the hell not?
Well, to put it simply, I was prepared to die.
But, I mean...
In this line of work, there are no good ways to die. And I can think of worse ways to go that would not give that boy the justice he'd earned. The memory of what I'd done to him never left me, you know. It was always like a small bone stuck in my throat. He was sitting right where you are now.
Here?
Yes. He didn't look a day over 20. But his eyes had that hard, flinty gaze of an old killer. I couldn't help myself. I told him everything. I told him why I killed Toshio Arakawa. I even told him about the secret counterfeiting. I figured I was dead anyway. He had a gun in his hand, and all he had to do was pull the trigger. But he never once interrupted me. When I'd finished, he slowly stood up. I stopped him as he turned to leave. "Didn't you come here for revenge?" I asked.
And? What did he say?
He said, "If only you had ignored my invitation, then I could have shot you in the back." Then he left.
Boss.
In 1984, the 10,000 yen bill changed from the face of Prince Shotoku to Yukichi Fukuzawa. By that time, Arakawa had found his own Yakuza family, so I sent him a gift.
What was it?
A fresh batch of crisp, fake bills featuring Yukichi Fukuzawa. They were defective prints with nothing on the back. Not exactly legal tender.
Then how was that a gift?
It's hard to explain. If I had to say, it was out of gratitude.
Sure, but for what?
I should have died that day I met with Arakawa. It would have been right. And yet he spared me. Not only that, but he lifted a terrible weight from my chest. Furthermore, it's not an exaggeration to say the equilibrium among the Ijin Three continues to this day because of him.
Wow.
I owe him an unfathomable debt. And one day, I must pay it back. The defective bills were how I chose to communicate the sentiment. The counterfeiting secret is Ijincho's weakness. And it was only thanks to Arakawa that the Ijin Three could continue to secretly wield that power. But of course, that means if he ever feels like it was a mistake to let me live, he can use the fake bills to unravel everything I've built. The gift wasn't the bills themselves. They were leverage. I actually wrote something on the back to that effect. Neither justice nor mercy should tip the scale. It means that those in power must reward and punish where necessary. I felt it was an appropriate message. I suppose the writing has faded at this point.
Whoa. So that's the whole story.
Up till this moment. But now I'm sitting across from a man holding one of those fake bills. Which, of course, is a message from Arakawa that only I could understand. The message is, Masumi Arakawa sees you as a beloved family member.
Arakawa-san thinks of me as family.
He would not have placed that bill in your pocket lightly. Do you see its significance now? After everything I've told you? There is almost no doubt in my mind that Arakawa did not want you killed. So he didn't shoot you out of malice. He shot you so that you would be brought here, be saved by the homeless, and eventually meet up with me. Do you see? That's everything I can tell you.
That's plenty. Thank you, Chairman. I see it all now. I always kind of figured.
You did? Well, it's your move now. I've only told you what I know, so...
It's okay. That's enough. I trust you.
Well, I don't hear that often.
Yeah, neither do I. Not even from my friends. But those friends are trustworthy to me. And so are you. I believe everything you said. And my faith in Arakawa-san is coming back strong.
Kasuga.
Yeah?
Are you a blood
Hey,
relative
Namba.
of Arakawa's?
You good? No,
Oh, Ichiban.
it's not like that.
Perfect timing. Guess you could already
see.
tell, but yeah.
Well,
I've got to get something off my chest.
you must have been
Got a
happy
sec?
to have such loyalty as yours. As proud as any father, I think.
Long as you promise it'll be a two-way street.
What do you mean?
I mean, you've got to let me weigh in, not just sit here like a wall.
I doubt you're gonna want to get involved.
Moron, I'm already involved. Real friends get in each other's shit.
I guess that makes us real friends then for sure.
Right? So, enough stalling. Spit it out.
Promise you won't tell a soul?
Yeah, cross my heart.
Okay, so... Last night I had a hankering for a nightcap, so I dragged my ass down here. But it was late. The bartender wasn't around. And so I'm sitting here all by myself. Then I start thinking, what would be the harm in helping myself to a small pour? Just a shot, really. Figured I could pay it back later, you know? That's when I see it. An unopened legend malt, shining in the dark like it had my name on it.
What's a legend malt?
A super high-end whiskey. The king of kings. One glass is at least 10 grand.
Get out of here.
I know, right? I couldn't dream of buying a shot, much less a glass. But I figured a drop would be okay.
They don't exactly sell it by the drop, dude.
Well, you're right. But I took one anyway, because who was gonna stop me? I poured just a drop onto my hand. And when that sweet honey touched my tongue, I went straight to heaven.
It was that good?
Best whiskey I've ever had in my life. A taste that I felt through my whole body. A fruity aroma that I can still smell if I try. I'm telling you, it was pure magic. All my cares just melted away.
It's really that good? They don't call it the legend for nothing, huh?
Yep. Packs a legendary punch, too. Next thing I know, I'm staring down an empty bottle.
Wait... Don't tell me you drank it all?
I did. Guess I blacked out or something. But the fact remains, I downed at least 100 grand worth of whiskey.
What'd the bartender say?
You think I actually told him? What's he gonna do, hand me a bill that'll never get paid? What I did instead was I found the nearest mini-mart, grabbed the cheapest whiskey I could find, and replaced it.
Wait, so the whiskey in the legend malt bottle right now is...
Horse piss. To the brim.
Dude, someone's gonna find out eventually, you know?
I know. Why do you think I'm so stressed out? So come on, Kuska, what would you do if you were me?
If it were me, I'd... Let's see. If anything, I'd stay calm and let things play out.
Well, how is that gonna solve anything?
Think about it. Drinking whiskey like that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, right?
Well, yeah.
And whatever's in that bottle won't get discovered for a while. So why panic about it now? If you stay calm about it, I'm sure you'll eventually stumble on a solution.
That's weirdly reassuring, but also vague.
I'm telling you, don't sweat it. Things are gonna work out.
Okay, I'll sit on it for a bit. I knew you were the guy to ask.
Well, if it isn't my two favorite vagabonds. Why are you two not drinking?
We were just figuring out some life stuff.
Without me? At least you saved me a seat.
Of course we did. Shall we?
I'm in the mood for something special today, and I know this place has some killer whiskey.
You want whiskey?
Yeah. There a problem?
Not exactly a problem.
Good. I was thinking we could do something fancy for once.
You don't mean...
Bartender, I'll take a 12-year-old silver malt on the rocks.
You sure? It's 1,500 yen a glass.
What? A girl can't reward herself every now and again?
Oh, thank God.
We're gonna shit our pants every time someone orders a whiskey now, aren't we?
No doubt about that.
Hey, Namba. Anything gone down yet with that legend malt?
Well, I've been watching the counter like a hawk, but the bartender wasn't kidding when he said nobody comes here.
Yeah, he did say this was more of a hobby for him.
That's exactly it. The only people coming in are our friends like Adachi and Sachan, which means that legend malt is probably just gonna sit behind the counter for the rest of our lives. I was worried over nothing. I feel better already.
Well, I don't know if you should be that relaxed about it. It's not like he'd carry something he was never gonna sell.
Welcome.
What a lovely little establishment you have.
Your first time in, sir?
It is.
See? He does get actual customers.
First time I've seen a first-timer.
I've heard some rumors about this place from some good sources.
Oh yeah? Rumors about what?
That you carry the fabled whiskey known as the Legend Malt.
Well, then the rumors are true.
Pour me a glass, then, bartender. If anyone can appreciate such a thing, it's me.
Ichiban, what now?
What can we do? We gotta apologize before it's too late.
But I'm too broke to apologize.
Forget about the money! You'll be in even deeper shit if he drinks that!
I really must apologize, but my legend malt isn't for sale.
Why would that be? Is it reserved for your regulars?
Not exactly. I just don't think you're fit to order it.
Excuse me? You say this knowing I'm the editor-in-chief of Good Dandy?
He's from Good Dandy? No way.
What the hell is that?
It's a rich man's magazine, full of nice cars and swanky restaurants.
Well, that's terribly unfortunate. For you, if you had even a modicum of customer service, I'd have written you an absolutely dazzling review.
Put me in your magazine or don't. That's your call to make.
Believe you me, I'll be giving you the front page. Everyone's going to know about the snob running this backwater hole.
This your idea of a quarrel, sir?
Perhaps, but was it not you who flung the first stone?
Fine. You backed me into a corner here. The legend malt on that shelf is something I ordered for a very special customer. I don't intend to offer it to anyone but her.
And what makes her so special?
The fact that she stole my heart. That bottle was to be a symbol of my affection. Time and time again, she would tell me how she dreamt of being able to try it. So I took it upon myself to indulge her, and waited for her to arrive. But for as long as I waited, she never came through the door. 6 months went by. Then a year. Until I finally got word that she had been in a car accident. She was taken from me. In some ways, That legend molt is the only thing I have left of her.
Oh.
Given that, are you still going to insist I pour it?
I have walked through the doors of many a bar in my time, but I've never met a bartender with a tale like that. That quiet strength. The very essence of good dandy magazine.
He didn't even get to take a whiff of the bottle, and now he never will. I guess that settles it.
Yeah, but now it's even bigger than we thought. We gotta do the honest thing and come clean.
Why?
Didn't you hear that story? The legend malt's a treasure of his lost love.
I know, but I'll never be able to replace it on pocket change.
Well, if you can't do it alone, then I'll help out.
You serious, Ichiban?
Yeah. All I've been doing till now is help you find ways to dodge the problem. What I should have done is help you do the right thing. Meaning, I'm just as guilty. We're in this together, man.
Ichiban, you're a great guy, you know that? But I can't take advantage of you like that, man. I've got to come up with that money somehow.
Ha! What a jackass. He swallowed that story hook, line, and sinker.
Come again?
That long-lost love of mine? She never even existed.
Then why wouldn't you pour him the legend malt?
Back when I opened the place, I figured I'd need some high-end stuff behind the counter to draw in the big spenders. So I picked up an empty bottle of legend malt and filled it with bargain barrel whiskey. Purely for show. Nobody actually orders anything that expensive. But every once in a while, a dimwit like him waltzes in. So I give them the same old sob story, and they scatter like roaches.
Wait, so Namba, that means what you drank was...
Bottom shelf swill.
You gotta be shitting me!
Hey, what the hell's so funny?
You gotta hear this! Guess what Namba did?
Come on, don't say it. Don't you dare. Sir, you can ignore this, Joker.
I don't understand you people.
I guess it was the look of that bottle that got me thinking it was real. That ever happened to you? Or the taste is all in your head?
Hey, just be grateful you don't have to worry anymore.
I still have to worry about people finding out. Ichiban, you wouldn't tell Adachi or Sachan about this, would you? You can't.
Don't worry, man. I wouldn't rat you out like that.
So, you'll keep it a secret?
Yeah. But you have to buy me a drink. Bargain barrel whiskey, okay?
Sure. It's a deal.
You drinking, Namba?
Oh, Ichiban. I'm glad you're here. We need to talk.
We do? Is it something serious?
Look, I need to tell you I'm sorry. For lying.
You mean about chasing the counterfeit bill?
Yeah. Think you can forgive me?
Come on, you know we're past that. What's important is your brother got released. All's well that ends well, right? That said, maybe now's a good time to tell me if there's any other holes in your story. You really were a nurse at some point, right?
Well, of course I was a nurse. How else could I have brought you back from the brink of death?
Good point. Then, what about the part where you sold hospital meds? Didn't you say that's how you got your nursing license revoked?
Well, that's the short version, but it's more complicated, actually.
What do you mean?
You'll be the first person I've ever told this to, so I hope you plan on sitting for a while.
Yeah, man. I'm all ears.
Back in elementary school, I read about Florence Nightingale. That's when I knew I was meant to be a nurse. Helping the sick, people being grateful for it, It's all I ever wanted in life. But when I finally put on my scrubs, it was different. Endless late shifts, difficult patients, never a word of thanks. Eventually, I just stopped caring. Little by little, I started cutting corners any way I could. I'd pretend not to hear the intercom, and instead, I'd go doze off somewhere. By the time I hit 40, I had no idea why I ever went into the field. But then one day, this new girl named Mizue showed up. And in her introduction, she brought up who else but Nightingale.
Just like you, huh?
We had the same role model, but she still had her spirit. She would rush toward every patient in the ward, never missed a beat. On top of that, she always had the sweetest smile.
So, you had a thing for her?
Are you kidding me? She was 23 and a looker, and I was just a middle-aged loser.
Come on, man. You know as well as I do, age is only a number. What you need, my friend, is passion. A healthy heart, you know?
Huh. I'd be more likely to have a heart attack thinking like that.
Dude, I'm sure you were crazy passionate about the job back when you got hired.
Maybe I was. Still don't see her point. Whenever I saw her working, I could feel my old self coming back. That young version of me, who used to give it his all.
That's a good sign.
If only I had half her stamina and wasn't twice her age. Anyway, one night I was a little sleepier than usual, so I went out to the back lawn, thinking maybe I could sneak in a nap. And suddenly, I heard a noise from behind. I turned around to find the storeroom we keep the medicine in wide open, and Mizue-chan was walking out alone.
Was she restocking? I mean, if you were slacking off, she was probably having to bust her ass.
Well, that's the thing. In our hospital, only the pharmacists have access to the storeroom. Mizue-chan and I were just nurses. We didn't even need to go in there.
Then what was she doing?
Well, at the time, there was a rumor floating around the hospital.
Uh-oh.
Medicine would keep disappearing. The list never matched the inventory. According to the rumors, someone was swiping medicine and selling it. Illegally.
No way. And that was Mizue-chan?
It was. As my eyes adjusted, I could clearly see her arms were full of medicine boxes.
But why would she need to sell medicine?
From what I heard, her parents were under a mountain of debt. So, to lighten some of their load, Mizue-chan was paying everything she could. But a single nurse's salary wouldn't get them out of the hole. No way.
So she was stealing the meds to do it?
Yep. And I was the sole eyewitness. Thing is, Mizue-chan never noticed me there. Now, if it was you, Ichiban, what would you have done?
Well, calling her out on it would seem to be the right thing to do. But I guess she wasn't stealing it just to be a criminal, huh?
Not in the slightest. She was only doing it for her family. I mean, yeah, she was breaking the law, but she wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
Plus, getting caught would cost her her job. Then the debt would only have gotten worse. With all that in mind, I'd say it's a pretty tough call to make.
Huh. Now you're on the same page I was. Anyway, in the end, all I could do was watch her walk away without saying a word. If there ever was a criminal who deserved a free pass, it was Mizue-chan. That was what I thought at the time. So I turned a blind eye.
And what happened after that?
It wasn't long before Mizue-chan's actions caught up with her. The hospital director decided to get the police involved and started gathering evidence.
He waited that long to take action?
Well, he was trying to resolve it internally, being that the hospital's reputation was at stake. I guess he got sick of having a thief under his nose, so he escalated it to the next logical step.
But if the cops caught Mizue-chan stealing, that'd be bad news.
She'd have a police record, and her name in all the papers. To be honest, it was only a matter of time. She had her whole life ahead of her. How could that happen to someone so young? And on the other hand, you've got me. A guy who totally burned out. A guy who couldn't be further from Florence Nightingale. Better a saint like Mizue-chan stay at the hospital than a sack of shit like me, wouldn't you say?
Namba? Are you telling me you...
Yeah. I went up and confessed to the whole thing. Stealing, selling, and all.
And that's how you lost your nursing license?
Yep. No, and I got fired too. Naturally.
Man, you went all out for that girl. Did she ever contact you after that? Even a call or a letter?
Not that I'm aware. In a matter of hours, I was out of a job and out on the streets.
You regret any of it?
Well, my brother disappeared not long after, so even if I didn't get canned, I would have quit on my own anyway. So, no, to answer your question. Though I do have to admit, I would like to see Mizue-chan off when she goes overseas.
She's going overseas?
Yeah. She always dreamed of running off to some developing country where they really need medical professionals.
She took that Nightingale shit seriously.
Our hospital had an international dispatch program, available to staff nurses with at least 3 years tenure. This year would be Mizue-chan's third, and I know she would take advantage of it.
Well, in that case, why not go say farewell?
If only I could. For starters, I don't even know when she leaves.
Maybe if you ask one of your old nurse buddies, they'll tell you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm the little rat who stole the medicine, if you forgot that detail. They want nothing to do with me.
Well, hello, boys. Don't worry, the life of the party's here. Care to bring me up to speed?
Oh, Sachan. Wait, are you drunk?
I think you're drunk. Now, fill me in, if you please.
Oh, Namba here was going off on one of his hobo horror stories again.
Hobo horror stories?
Well, no house means no toilet, right? Care to guess what he had to do when he had the shits?
Yeah, I'd rather not. And here I was, thinking I'd get actual substance out of two grown men instead of literal crap.
Thanks for covering for me.
I got you, man.
I don't mind if we let Sayoko know at some point, but preferably not when she's plastered.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Namba. You thinking what I'm thinking?
If it's a drink you want, I can't. I have to take care of some shopping.
You? Shopping?
It's for the bartender. He told me he'd give me an extension on my tab if I ran a couple errands for him. Pain in the ass all the same.
Man, you are getting a much better deal than he is.
Maybe so. In any case, I'll see you around.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Running around doing manual labor at my age. Where did I go wrong?
So, Namba and Mizue-chan. I assume you're hatching a plan to reunite them?
Hold on. How in the heck did you...
Eavesdropping on customers has never been my policy. But you two hardly count.
You mean you were listening in when Namba was pouring his heart out?
Not like I tried to. I just happened to be at the counter and something he said made me put two and two together.
What do you mean?
There's a bar I go to every so often. Just got themselves a new hostess. I believe her name's Futaba.
What's she got to do with Namba?
Well, as it turns out, this Futaba had been a nurse up until just recently. She was telling me about her nursing life at the hospital, and in the middle of her story, wouldn't you know it, a medicine theft turned up. She said a nurse who worked there, some guy, admitted to the theft before the cops could get involved.
What? But that could only mean...
I know. She had to have been talking about Namba. If that's true, then the two of them worked at the very same hospital. Naturally, I'd assume she would know when Mizue-chan is leaving.
Have you told Namba any of this?
No, not yet. Besides, he said it himself. He couldn't reach out to his colleagues even if he wanted to. On the other hand, I'm sure his drinking buddy could reach out on his behalf.
I get you. Man, you came strong with that one.
But listen, if you do go and meet Futaba, I wouldn't tell Namba if I were you.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to make it seem like I'm doing it behind his back.
I figured as much. So I called Futaba's bar and spoke to the mama there. She said Futaba's on her way.
She's on her way here? Wait, is that why you sent Namba shopping? Dude, how do you think that many moves ahead?
Bringing people together is what a bartender does. All I can do is facilitate. The rest is up to you.
Then I won't let this chance go to waste.
Hey. So, my boss said you wanted to see me?
You're Futaba-san?
In the flesh. Am I supposed to know you?
No, I just wanted to ask you a few things. Here, have a seat.
How long's this gonna take? I'm off today, and I was planning to hit the pachinko parlor.
Okay, I'll make it quick. And now listen, you were a nurse before, right?
Yeah, and?
One of your colleagues got fired for selling off meds. You remember who that was?
God, how would I know?
I'm sure you heard something. I'm thinking he's a friend of mine.
Look, the only thing I know about it is that the guy was some four-eyed mope.
Oh, that has to be Namba.
That name does ring a bell. Hey, hun. No way. Shut up! They raised the jackpot?! Babe, do not let anyone sit there! I'm on my way right now!
Before you go, tell me, do you know anyone named Mizue-chan? She worked with you at the hospital
Who even cares?! You're wasting my pachinko time!
Wait, we're not done!
Hey, guys.
Namba, hey! Back already? Man, you shop quick.
Yeah, well, I forgot the shopping list, so I had to come back and get it. Anyway, who was that walking out of here just now?
Did you say what?
I couldn't see her face or anything, but wasn't there a lady just in here?
Nah, you need better glasses, man. Nobody came in or out of here, right, bartender?
Yeah.
Huh? Is there a reason you two are acting suspicious as hell?
Whoa, let's tone it down, buddy.
Could it be the two of you were conspiring to throw me a surprise birthday party?
Uh-huh.
You knew I had a birthday coming up, so you two must have gotten together to plan the whole thing out.
Yup. You got us, man. Now the surprise is ruined.
See, I knew it. You always go over the top when it comes to these things. So, what kind of party are we talking here? Give me a hint.
Sorry, man. Top secret.
You can't even give me a hint? Sure would cheer me up.
It might now, but wouldn't you rather save some excitement for your birthday?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
They say hunger is the best spice, and, suspense is the spice of birthdays. Totally. So how about you kick back and let me spice this birthday up?
All right, I'm convinced. I'll try to be patient.
There's a champ. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
All right. As soon as I'm back from the store, we are drinking.
I'll be here, man. Oh, and you better not pull some I forgot my wallet crap again.
Shoot. I actually did forget my wallet.
This guy. Hey, I see someone's in a good mood.
Of course. I've wanted to have a surprise party ever since I was a little kid.
Right.
Well, how's it coming along? The party plans, I mean.
Oh, great.
Well, don't overthink it. I'm just grateful for the effort.
No way. I'm using practically all the brainpower I have on this.
Namba, can I borrow Kasuga for a moment?
Why? What's going on?
It's about your birthday. Wouldn't want to ruin the surprise, now would we?
No, we sure wouldn't. Go do your thing, Ichiban.
Shall we, Kasuga?
Sure.
So I spoke on the phone with the mama who runs the bar.
What bar?
The one Futaba works at. Apparently, she was caught stealing.
She's stealing?
I know. What's more, Futaba is apparently quite a playgirl. I hear her latest boyfriend has her hooked on pachinko.
Jeez.
Anyway, the mama started crying and asked me to get back her money. Futaba should be over at Pirates, one of the local pachinko parlors.
So she's gambling with stolen money? What a catch.
Yeah, listen. Would you mind taking care of this? I think it'll be a good chance to get more details about Mizue-chan.
Good idea. I can get the money and the info out of Futaba in one fell swoop.
Excellent.
Babe, you hungry for sushi or yakiniku?
Shit, why not both? You hit the freaking jackpot just now.
Baby, I am the jackpot.
Hold up. Shouldn't you be giving that money back to your boss?
This loser again. What do you even want from me?
A couple things. First, you need to give back the money you stole from your job. And second, I need info on Mizue-chan, a nurse you used to work with. Dreams of going overseas, helping people in need. Any of that ring a bell? Anyway, I know she plans on leaving the country as part of a hospital program. I need to find out when.
Yeah, well, what does she matter to you?
Remember that guy Namba? The one who got busted selling meds? Turns out he didn't do a goddamn thing. It was actually all Mizue-chan. Granted, she only resorted to theft to pay off her parents' debt, but it was Namba who took the fall, admitting to the crimes himself. Yeah, I think he really had a thing for the chick, to be honest with you. Bottom line is, I want to help Namba see Mizue-chan off, and you're my ticket. Huh? You think this is funny?
As if Mizue would ever do something so honest.
What do you mean? She said she was inspired by Florence Nightingale.
Yeah? Then tell me, why'd she end up working at a bar in the shittiest part of Ijincho?
Since when does she work at a bar?
Ever since she realized her pay was so pathetic that she had to resort to stealing? That sound like a noble nurse to you?
Wait, are you trying to tell me?
That's right, dumbass. I'm Mizue. Futaba's just a hostess name.
You're Mizue? You're nothing like Namba said.
Oh, sure. The creep who could never keep his eyes off me. Just the thought of him makes me want to throw up. Though he did turn out to be a good patsy. Didn't see that one coming. Guess my little damsel in distress story won him over. You dumb boys are always looking for a chance to play hero.
But what about your parents' big debt?
Are you dense? I wanted some money to hit the pachinko slots with, and that's what I got.
So, all that shit about going overseas, following in the footsteps of Nightingale?
I can play such a convincing little angel. All that time I spent in my high school drama club literally paid off.
And you're just fine letting Namba's sacrifice go to waste?
Even if he hadn't intervened, I would have just kept on doing it. Not like it mattered. I knew I'd get busted eventually. Then I just drifted like a flower from city to city, man to man. Heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm real torn up. You did my friend dirty there, lady. If he ever finds out he helped the fucking Wicked Witch, he'd die inside.
Son of a bitch. You calling my girl names? I get it, but I'll fuck you up.
Kick his ass, babe! Send him to my old emergency room!
He's certainly welcome to try. Heck, I'll call the ambulance myself.
Oh yeah? I don't know, man. I'm feeling lucky today. In fact, I'm on a winning streak. Yo, help me kill this scruffy piece of shit. Hell yeah!
Show me what you got. Cool. Come on now. That's how you do it.
Well, at least I kick ass at Chico.
Babe, wait! Atsushi-chan!
Stop right there. You need to return what you stole.
Barkeep!
I figured out Futaba's real name. She can thank her boss for that.
I can't believe Namba gave up his entire career. And for what?
Perhaps he's better off not knowing the truth.
Yeah, but isn't it wrong to hide this kind of stuff? Especially from a guy who's had my back.
And you'd repay him by pushing him over the edge? Look. It's not my place to tell you what to do anyway. This is between you and Namba. You two are close. I know you'll do what's best.
How will I know what's best?
Hey, we're done here, right? I think I'll just leave the money here and go.
Not so fast.
What now?
You said you were in drama club, right?
Yeah, so what?
You owe me a favor. And don't try to weasel your way out.
Okay?
Sup, fellas?
Hey, Chiban. Where have you been?
All over. Prepping for your big birthday blowout?
Damn, man. You're gonna drive me crazy with all this birthday talk. You sure you can't give me a hint?
Nope, not gonna spoil the surprise. Actually, there is one thing I've gotta ask.
Yeah, what is it?
When is your birthday, anyway?
Dude, well, how can you plan a party if you don't even know the freaking date?
Come on, I'm just double-checking. To get the facts straight.
Excuse me. Is there a Nanba-san here?
Mizue-chan. Is that you?
Nanba-san! Oh, it's been so long!
Well, yeah, but what are you doing here? And that bag, does that mean?
That's right. I'm transferring overseas, like I've always dreamed. I fly out today.
Wow. So that dream is about to come true. Good for you, Mizue-chan.
Before that, I need to apologize. I let you take the fall for me without a second thought.
Don't mention it. I was a piss-poor nurse anyway. I'm happy it was you who stayed.
But you sacrificed everything for me!
It was worth it. As long as you're happy, I don't have any regrets. If you're gonna be like Nightingale, you got some big shoes to fill, right? I'll be rooting for you from here.
Thank you. That means a lot. I hate to cut this short, but I need to catch my plane.
No problem. And take care of yourself. So long, Mizue-chan.
I'm happy for you, bro.
You know what? So am I.
Isn't that cool, though? She came out of her way just to see you.
She didn't do much. You, on the other hand, that was cool.
Huh? What's that even mean?
What happened just now? I know that was all you're doing.
Wait, then what else do you know about Mizue-chan?
Well, I overheard the bartender talking on the phone. So, I pretty much know everything.
Then why'd you play dumb?
I don't know. Maybe it just feels good when people are being nice to me.
Well, fuck me. I really thought I pulled that one off.
In friendship, you get what you give. And that includes trying to trick people.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to trick you, but I didn't want you to get hurt either.
No need to apologize. It's on me to accept that Mizue-chan wasn't who I thought she was. I'm just glad I have a friend like you around, Ichiban.
Namba.
Ah, forget it. As I recall, we were gonna have a drink.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Hello, Kasuga-san. I must say this place is quite comfortable.
Yeah, ain't it? Also, seriously, man, how's a guy make drinking alone look so cool? Guess it's easy when you're as handsome as you.
That's kind of you to say. Why don't you let me buy you a drink?
Yo, for real? Hey, now you're speaking my language, man!
You certainly are a mysterious one, Kasuga-san. Sunghui speaks highly of you as well. I dare say it makes me jealous.
Oh, come on. Speaking of, have you been with her long? You've got this butler and lady of the house thing going on.
It's only been 3 years since I was brought into the Komijul. I can't say it's been long.
No shit.
Up until then, I was with a group called the Jingon Mafia. I was their leader's body double.
Body double? You mean like a decoy? Just like the real thing?
Indeed. If my master was ever targeted by our enemies, I was to be killed in his place. That was my duty.
I didn't figure people still did that kind of stuff. Wait, does that mean your face is...
An imitation, yes. What you see is a result of large-scale plastic surgery. But I'll have you know my previous face was rather handsome as well. A shame not a single picture of it exists anymore.
Really? Out the window then, huh?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
So that means Junki Han isn't your real name either, right? What's your real name then?
Surely we're not that close yet, are we?
Come on. First step in becoming friends is calling each other by name, right?
Well, isn't this awkward? I'm afraid I'm the type to want a bit more distance with people.
That how it was with the Jingon Mafia? From the name, I'm guessing it was some sort of Korean Yakuza-like thing?
Weren't you once a member of the Tojo clan, Kasuga-san? I'm surprised you've never heard of the Jingon Mafia.
I was in the clink for a long time.
The Jingon Mafia and the Tojo clan clashed in the 1980s, long before you were serving time.
The 80s? Dude, that's 40 years ago. I was just a baby back then. Doubt I even had hair.
Yes, I had yet to be born myself. Regardless, early in the decade, the Tojo clan attacked the Jingon Mafia and massacred a great number of them. Around 30 or so.
30?
Back then, Kamurocho was the most sought-after territory in all of Asia. I've heard the conflicts for control were rather intense. The Tojo clan was incredibly strong, and they made sure it was a well-known fact.
Still, to off 30 of them is...
To get their revenge, the Jingon Mafia main arm in Korea sent even more members to Japan, some of them as undercover agents. But deception is a tricky business, and all who could not strike at the heart of the Tojo clan were considered failures and forbidden from returning. In the end, those that couldn't carry out the mission were abandoned and left without any place to go. One of them happened to be my father.
Then you were born here, in Japan?
Yes, but be that as it may, I don't recall being welcomed here. I wasn't even accepted by any Korean communities either. My family was treated like slime and kicked out from wherever we went. We came to be called the Stray Jingon Mafia, running away whenever we were discovered.
Slimes who run away, huh? If you're slimes who run away, the reason they chase you is because you're worth tons of experience.
I get it. You're into video games, aren't you, Kasuga?
Yeah, I played a lot as a kid.
Well, you might be surprised to learn I am too. We should talk shop sometime.
Hell yeah! So, what happened to the Stray Jingon after that?
Enter the 21st century, the winter of 2006. Around the time I turned 20, the Jingon Mafia from the mainland made an all-out assault against the Tojo clan. But even as that happened, the stray Jingon Mafia received not a word of warning. We were left completely in the dark. Our fathers were entirely forgotten by the countrymen that sent them here.
You don't say. I might know a guy who could sympathize with that.
Oh?
Yeah, he's right in front of you. I got tossed out by my family and locked up for 18 years.
Oh, that's right. That must be why I can't bring myself to hate you, Kasuga-san.
So, what happened to the Jingon's big all-out attack?
Despite their careful planning, they were ultimately crushed by the Tojo clan. Ironically, those that survived came from all over to join those of us in the Stray Jingon Mafia. It was a miserable sight. Both sides cut off from home and left with no choice but to band together in the social sewer of a country that wasn't theirs.
Sounds like you struggled. Wouldn't know it from looking at you, though.
I could say the same to you.
Yeah, finally starting to warm up to me?
It would seem so. I haven't been acting much like myself today. I had a great time drinking with you, Kasuga-san. I truly mean that.
So whatever happened to the real Junki Han? What's he up to now?
He revived the Jingon Mafia roughly 3 years ago, and at that time had taken over a considerable portion of Kamurocho. But he was shot in the head and killed. I was absent at the time.
And it all came crashing down, huh? Wait, then that means... Can't you use your real name now? Why keep up the body double thing? You're not trying to become the real Jungi Han, are you?
Who can say? But that's none of your concern, is it, Kasuga-san? Or am I wrong?
Nah, you got me there.
Farewell.
Guess he's not the type to open up so easily. I'll just have to keep drinking with him. Yo, Jungi Han. If you're here drinking by yourself, I might as well join you.
Is that so? Well, I have no reason to tell you no. Do as you like. By the way, Kasuga-san, there's something I should tell you.
What's up?
I was contacted by someone in the Komijuru. I've been told a group of people have been looking into me as of late. They seem to have learned that Jungi-han is somewhere in Ijincho.
No fooling. What's that all about?
No, we don't have much to go on at the moment. Nonetheless, we verified suspicious activity in my wake. That said, if they come seeking hostility, you and the others may be dragged into it along with me.
You know I don't mind getting dragged into your bullshit. We're tight.
That's precisely why I don't want to trouble you.
Don't be stupid. What's a friend for if you can't cause him some trouble every now and then? I welcome it with open arms, in fact. I can handle whatever shady shit you can throw at me.
Such enthusiasm. I can't say I'm not amused.
So, any guess as to who these guys might be?
I can't be 100% certain, but it's highly likely that they're remnants of the Jingon Mafia.
Jingon Mafia? Then they're basically old allies, right?
It's hard to say. To them, I'm just cannon fodder, impersonating their dead boss. Perhaps they see that as unforgivable, in which case their goal would be to punish me.
Punish?
It's possible they'd go so far as to kill me.
Then couldn't we just avoid all this shit by saying you're not Jungi-han anymore?
Maybe so.
It's gotta be weird being another person forever. It's probably best to just be yourself, right? If I were you, I'd try to get my old name and face back.
A name is one thing. A face, however, it's not something you can change time and time again. Moreover, I'm still waiting for more information on my pursuers. We shouldn't need to take action just yet.
Well, it's your call, so I'm good with that. But won't it be a drag if you get caught with your pants down and you're left wishing you would have been ready?
Right. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Man, you're always playing it so fucking cool. Would it kill you to listen to someone else for once?
I'd ask that you refrain from praise. You'll only embarrass me.
It wasn't a damn compliment.
Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you for your concern, Song-hui.
Yo, what'd she say?
Oh, nothing. She just asked for an update on the situation. That's all.
Yeah? Bet it feels pretty good knowing a babe like her's looking out for you.
I'm blessed to serve one such as she. The Jungi-han I served before was quite the blessing as well. If I'm to talk about Jungi-han, I'll need to provide some backstory.
Cool with me. I got plenty of time.
Ha! Then I hope you're prepared to sit for a while.
Sure, I'm all ears.
My father was one of the stray Jingon Mafia I mentioned earlier. And to speak further, he was a lowly thug left behind in a foreign land. In my youth, I was relentlessly beaten by my father, in addition to being neglected by those around me. Home, school. No place provided me with even the slightest bit of sanctuary. Thinking back on it, I'm sure I was a rather dissolute child.
Well, you're not alone in feeling like you got no place to go. Plenty of people feel that way, even civilians.
Feelings of isolation are really that common, huh? Not sure if I should be comforted or not.
Sorry, didn't derail the story, did I?
The real Jungi-han had also been raised in a poor and neglected environment like me. But rumors of his strength, intelligence, and ambition started to swirl. And as the men from my father's generation grew older, Jungi-han started gaining more and more power. In fact, it was thanks to him that the stray Jingon found any success in Kamurocho at all. While the Tojo clan was being choked by anti-violence laws, the Jingon Mafia were steadily gaining a sense of existence.
Sounds like he must have been pretty cool.
Yes. But my father, who underestimated him as some young greenhorn, failed to prove his worth and was left trying to catch up. A staunch alcoholic, he used what drunken wit he had to try to get close to the young leader. So, eventually he worked out a plan. He would mold his own son's face, set him up as a body double, and offer him as tribute.
What?
I was drugged by my father, and this was done to me while I slept.
No way. He did all that just to impress the boss?
When he was presented with a body double, even the real Jungi-han could only force a smile. But he saw what had gone into my face, and he respected the effort. So he said it was a fair offer, and took me under his wing.
And what's your father doing now?
He's long since passed away. His health was already in steady decline, and for what it's worth, I'm sure he wasn't opposed to dying at the bottom of a bottle.
That's a shame. Guess you two weren't super close then.
Jungi-han kept me at his side as much as possible so that I might learn his mannerisms. Strangely enough, it was the only place that finally felt like home. I was very much his servant, and he was very much my master. But in spite of that, we shared a lot of laughs in the long time we spent together. A lot of drinks as well. And though I was his double, it would be rude of me to say that we came to resemble twins.
So the way you're talking right now, that's something Jungi-han taught you?
The real Jungi-han had a way with words I never will. And when he walked into a room, you knew it. Try as I might, I would never reach his level.
Hearing you say all that makes me even more curious.
About what, may I ask?
I'm pretty curious how you managed to totally imitate this guy.
Oh?
Changing your face is one thing, but to be able to be just like the guy means you're, like, a master impersonator or some shit.
Unfortunately, it's far more than impersonation. It's a lifestyle, which requires one to change on the inside as well.
Well, sorry for asking about something so stupid then.
Not at all. It's been a long time since I've laughed like this.
But you know, despite me saying sorry, there's still one thing I gotta ask.
And that is?
Isn't it about time you told me your real name? Still a no, huh?
Ha. Just a little taken aback is all. I have no problem telling you. When I was first brought into this world, I was given the name Yeonsu Kim.
Yeonsu Kim.
I have no intention of returning to that name. Not when the real Jungi-han has already passed away.
The real one took a bullet to the head, yeah?
Correct. There was conflict with a group from Hiroshima that had made its way into Tokyo. As far as I'm concerned, the Jingon Mafia died along with him. At the time, I was given the role of staring down the other hostile groups within Kamurocho as Jungi-han. But with their real boss dead, the remaining Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho were nothing but paper tigers. Should our enemies have discovered this, we would have been ousted and probably killed.
If it were me, I probably would have gotten the hell out of Kamurocho. Left everything behind.
Yes, that's precisely what I did. The few remaining members at my side did the same. But seeing as the Jingon Mafia was all I'd ever had, I had no place to go. No refuge where I might reconvene with my allies. I was lost and alone in the world, like a man dying of thirst in the desert, surrounded by a hungry pack of wolves.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I found a faint glimmer of hope in the Korean community here in Japan, but even they refused to accept me, as I was nothing but a criminal to them. Thinking on it now, I should have expected as much from those living an honest life. But still, in my confusion and dismay, I challenged them, asking why they would abandon one of their own.
I get that.
It was enough to make them call the police. And I'm sure that under normal circumstances, I would have been taken away. However...
Huh? Come on, man. Don't just leave me hanging.
The police officers were imposters, and instead of being incarcerated, I was brought to my new home, Yokohama Ijincho.
So those fake officers, were they?
Members of the Komijul, sent to retain me under the orders of Songhui. It turned out that the Komijul was a place that many former Jingon members had drifted to. Those that distanced themselves from Kamurocho slowly but surely found their way there.
Oh yeah. Songhui did mention something about the Komijul having roots in the Jingon Mafia.
Indeed. Komijul is essentially a safe haven for refugees. That's why they tend to keep quiet and remain exceedingly closed off. For many years, they spied on the Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho from a distance, keeping close watch on their movements. I was fortunately saved by the hand that the Komijul had extended to me. Moreover, Songhui told me what had happened to the real Jungi-han. That he had been shot in the head by an assassin hired by the Hiroshima Yakuza, taken by surprise from the shadows.
An assassin? So what'd you guys do? You kill him?
No. By the time I'd learned of his existence, he was already dead. I wasn't even given the chance for revenge. I spent many of the following days in despair. But even though I was in such a hollow state, Songhui patiently waited for my recovery. She was more like family to me than my abusive father could have ever hoped to be. A sister to replace the brother I had found in Jungi-han. Frankly, nothing would hurt me more than to betray her expectations and disappoint her. And Kasuga-san, as for you and me... I'm wondering what sort of boss you will be. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
I don't remember ever becoming your boss. Right now, I think drinking buddy is a better term, don't you?
I see. Then I will do my best to live up to that title.
Well, guess that's finally it for introductions. He sure is shy, that Young-Soo Kim. Yo!
Perfect timing, Kasuga-san. There's something I must tell you.
Huh?
I believe I mentioned that a group was looking for me in and around Ijincho, and that the Komijul were looking into their motives and identities.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. You learn anything new?
Yes. It seems they've disappeared from Ijincho. They've avoided the Komijul's nets at every turn.
Wait, no, hold up! We can't just let him off that easy, right? Don't you want to know who they are?
It's a wonder you're still alive, considering how reckless you are, Kasuga-san. Not that I'm against it.
Huh?
I said nothing about taking it easy. It's possible that the group in question has left the city, and I imagine it's because they found their target.
Their target?
What I mean is, I believe my enemies have already ascertained my location and are waiting for the opportune moment to strike.
Huh.
If that's the case, then they're quite skilled. They've managed to elude the Komijul's eyes this whole time.
But that's bad news, right?
Yes. And for you and everyone else around me, we could fall right into their hands at any moment.
Okay, but that's only if we sit around and wait, right?
What?
No point in being such a stranger. We'll lend you a hand. Let's find these creeps together. Hit them before they hit us. You feel me?
The Komijul have been looking into their whereabouts. Even so, they've proven quite difficult to find. Finding them on our own won't be easy.
So you really think they're Jingang Mafia remnants? You were saying something about that last time, right? That they might be after you because you're using your old boss's name?
Yes. I have no reason to deny that, given the circumstances.
Then why not drop the Jungi Han thing and go back to being Youngsu Kim? I'm guessing there's some reason you can't do that? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No, there's nothing preventing me from doing so. I simply wish to continue being Jungi Han.
Even if it means being hunted down?
I don't wish to get you or the others involved in the Jingon Mafia's troubles. But it appears to be too late, so I may be troubling you already. Everyone should be on their guard. My pursuers could attack at any time.
You forget who you're talking to or something?
I'm sorry?
We've tangled with both the Yijing 3 and the Omi Alliance guys. We couldn't let our guards down even if we wanted to. Adding the Jingon Mafia to that list ain't gonna make us any less ready.
Interesting. It seems our little party is much tougher than I expected. Then I'm amongst reliable friends. Maybe I am allowed to trouble you after all.
So what now? Do we toast to our new friendship yet?
No, I won't be getting that close. It would be out of character for Jungi Han.
Keep putting yourself on a pedestal like that and we'll start leaving you out. Yo, bartender! What's up with this one here? If nobody's drinking it, can I have it?
Shiz. Could you be any more of a cheapskate? Jungi Han was just sitting there.
Jungi Han? Well, he ain't here now. Where the hell'd he go?
Dunno. Went somewhere in a hurry. Looked like he got a phone call and rushed out.
A phone call? Hope those Jingong guys aren't causing any trouble for him. I'm guessing this wasn't more than a few minutes ago?
Yeah. You pretty much just missed each other.
Got it. I'll go see if I can find him then. What's so important it gets you to leave your drink behind, huh, Jungi Han? Oh, shit. Yo, fancy seeing you here.
Ha. Are you not embarrassed?
I don't do embarrassed.
I've been aware of your presence from the moment you started following me. I pretended not to notice because I didn't want to embarrass you in front of others. Hence, my bringing you to a place so secluded.
Really? Okay, I'm a little embarrassed.
Kasuga-san, you were worried about me, were you not? I can't say I blame you. It just so happens I'm currently in a position where I could use your help.
Huh?
Where I'm going will be difficult to access alone. Would you care to accompany me?
Oh, an invitation from the great Jungi Han himself, huh?
It's nice every once in a while, is it not?
The hell is this place? A strip club? Doesn't look like they're up and running.
Yes, your assessment is correct.
What gives? Why'd we come here?
I should fill you in. You are not the only one following me, Kasuga-san. However, they would have never revealed themselves while under the Komijo's gaze.
Then you knew we were watching. Is that right, Yansu? Come now. Why isolate yourself like this?
I'm not Yansu. I'm Jungi-han. It's certainly been a while, though, hasn't it?
So the fake wants to become the boss. You think we'd let you get away with that?
Wait, these guys are...
Yes, they're survivors of the Jingon Mafia. They came here after hearing whispers of Jungi-han's name. According to the Komijo, 7 of them have been watching me throughout Ijincho. I had recently learned that they had closed in on my location, which meant that I could take them all down at once.
And that's why you lured them here.
They would have been too much to handle on my own. But fortunately, Kasuga-san, you decided to follow me. Would you be upset if I expected your help in this matter?
Man, why didn't you say so earlier? Why'd you have to tell me last minute?
If I had told you then, your face would have given my plan away. I can't say I had much faith in your crafty side.
The Jingwan Mafia will eventually be rebuilt, but you have no right to be its leader. Don't you dare assume Jungi-han's name, traitor!
Do your worst. Well. Watch me. Well.
かかってこいよ。行くぞ。ほら。行くぞ。Check this out. I'll take your heart. Cool. Come on now. Genki 出てきた. You're in it now. Check this out. I'm a real heartbreaker. Too easy.
Let's not do that again.
Impossible. Beaten by this fake.
Kasuga-san, stay on your guard and make sure none of them escape.
Yeah, sure thing. But, what are you planning to do with these guys? We've done enough. You're not set on killing them, are you?
I suppose we'll just wait and see.
Yansu Kim isn't capable of that. He's Jungi-han in face only. Second-rate trash. Once the boss was gone, he took off running. He's completely useless. Well, what's your excuse? Why be a double if you can't die like one?
I concede that I failed to serve my purpose as a body double. And I cannot refute being called useless. It is as you say. However, the reason I've chosen to remain Jungi-han, even now, is for all of you. I have no intention of leading the Jingon Mafia.
What?
Gotta say, I'm lost here too.
The day Jungi-han was killed and the organization crumbled, what were each of you doing? And where?
Huh? What are you getting at?
You were most likely without a place to go, surviving with little or no purpose, were you not? We were a people who had finally found their place, thanks to Jungi-han. It was our only place. After the organization was lost, there was nowhere any of us could turn to. The same was true for me as well. It was by luck, and luck alone, that I was saved by Ijincho's Komijul. I wanted to help. I wanted to offer my hand to those of you that had lost everything of the lives they had once known.
Huh.
However, I had no way of finding all of you once you had dispersed and gone into hiding. That being the case, rather than search for you individually, I decided I'd have you come to Ijincho. If rumors of your dead boss wandering the streets surfaced, you wouldn't be able to resist seeing if they were true. And should you have come to reason that said person was your boss's double?
You knew you guys wouldn't be able to let that slide, and you'd come out for blood. Sooner or later, you'd all make your way down to Ijincho.
You really did this to help us?
Yes. If you'd been sniffing around down here, then surely you would have heard about the Komijul at some point. Although I imagine the origins of the Komijul never made themselves known to you.
What origins?
The Komijul are Jingon Mafia refugees. Those who were sent to Kamurocho by the mainland and lost.
What?
By the end of the 1980s, the ones who managed to escape found shelter here in Ijincho, Yokohama's gray zone. The Komijul had been ready to help those like you and me. I've remained Jungi-han so that you might take my hand and come home. It's been my aim to see that not a single one of us gets left behind.
So it's true. It really was for all of us.
Son of a bitch, man. Why you always gotta be so cool?
My apologies for causing you so much trouble. Thank you, Kasuga-san.
So, are those guys gonna join up with the Komijul?
Yes. As long as people have a place to call home, they will always have the courage to go out and fight. I'm hoping they'll use the Komijul as footing and eventually stand on their own.
That's gotta be the most sentimental thing a dude dressed like that has ever said, man.
This outfit belongs to the boss I respected. If you're going to make fun of it, I'll be forced to defend his honor.
Wait, huh? Come on, dude, lighten up. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Some jokes cross into slander, and that I cannot abide. If it wasn't coming from you, that is.
Huh?
You know, outside of Song Hui, you are the only person I've ever revealed myself to. There is nothing more to hide at this point.
So, how's it feel? Bet you're pretty relieved, huh?
As much as I'd hate to admit it, you're right. It's nice to take off the mask sometimes. So, would that make us friends at this point, Kasuga-san?
You really asking for confirmation? I didn't think you were the type.
My apologies.